selection of two readings out of Thomas Merton's journal from April of 1965. Dawn is beginning on a mild spring morning. Holy Week is about to begin, and I was never more conscious of its solemnity and its importance. I am a Christian and a member of a Christian community. I and my brothers are to put aside everything else and recognize that we belong not to ourselves, but to God in Christ. That we have vowed obedience, which is intended to unite us to Christ. Obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. That without our listening and attention and submission in total self-renunciation and love for the Father's will, in union with Christ, our life is false and without meaning. But insofar as we desire with Christ that the Father's will may be done in us, as it is in heaven and in Christ, then even the smallest and most ordinary things are made holy and great. And then in all things the love of God opens and flowers, and our lives are transformed. This transformation is a manifestation and advent of God in the world. Obedient unto death. Perhaps the most crucial aspect of Christian obedience of God today concerns the responsibility of the Christian in a technological society toward God's creation and God's will for His creation. Obedience to God's will for nature and for man. Respect for nature and for man. And the awareness of our power to frustrate God's designs for nature and for man. To radically corrupt and destroy natural goods by misuse and blind exploitation, especially by criminal waste. The problem of nuclear war is only one facet of an immense, complex, and unified problem. There are very grave problems and implications of certain kinds of Christian outlooks on the world. The crux of the matter seems to be what extent a Christian thinker can preserve his independence from obsessive modes of thought about secular progress, behind which is always the anxiety for us and for the church to be acceptable in a society that is leaving us behind in a cloud of dust. In other words, where is our hope? If in fact our hope is in a temporal and secular humanism of technological and political progress, we will find ourselves in the name of Christ joining in the stupidity and barbarism of those who are despoiling His creation in order to make money or get power for themselves. But our hope must be in God. And he who hopes in God will find himself sooner or later making apparently hopeless and useless protests against the barbarism of power.